Nikita, when is your first assignment?
Don't know, ma'am.
Don't know. You should see the academic calendar of events. It might be one more week late or something. Just go through the calendar of events.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
26 are here. So you have a class tomorrow, PM class tomorrow, or the class is given for fast track students? In your timetable, you have tomorrow's class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you have a class at 11, no?
At 11.
Okay. So then tomorrow next to what is it? Case studies. Just those who are not done last classes. So around 3 groups should be ready with a presentation. Just I will discuss and I'll take the batch names also today. Okay. So their topic I'll give them as a feasibility study itself. Any other thing? Any other? Are you going through the textbook which I have given? Just go through. Not to read now. Just go through. Are you going through the textbook which I have given the scanned copy? Anybody? So how many are logged in? 28 students. We'll wait for 2 more minutes. ಹಲೋ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಹೌದ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐತಿ. ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಶುರು ಆಗೈತ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅದೇನ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ ಓಕೆ. Yeah, 39 are logged in. Yeah, shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me start the recording. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. And the screen is also visible. Okay. So we are into the second unit. That is project planning and scheduling. So in that we were going through the feasibility report. What is feasibility study? In last class I have explained, and what is the importance of a feasibility study. So that feasibility gives us whether the project is worth of investment or no, whether we can invest in that project. At the same time, this feasibility analysis evaluates the project profitability. Project means whether it is worth of investing, what is the percentage of a profit, what is the potential of that profit, so that you will be able to complete that project successfully, and you will get the green signal to go through the next process of project continuation. So it is important to go through the feasibility study. So in that, so what are the factors we need to consider when you are writing the feasibility report? So this is according to the different authors will give the different factors to go through the feasibility. So this is according to the Planning Commission, that is financial institution and other authorities, Planning Commission of India. So these are the factors you need to go through when you are studying or when you are analyzing the feasibility study. The first one is raw material survey. The second one is demand study, technical study, location study, project capital cost estimation. One has to calculate the cost estimation of the project, that is the budget requirement. Then what is the profitability, what is the profit margin and the cash flow analysis of that project. Then cost benefit analysis. So these are the points you need to analyze in detail one by one when you are before going to start your project. So the first one already we have seen, that is raw material survey. There you are going to see the available, whether the raw material is available in a natural form or it is in a deposit, either on the surface or the underground. You need to go through everything. So the second, whether the raw material is available in a finished product or it is available as a byproduct. That also you should go through. We have discussed in detail with the examples in the last class. And not available, if the raw material is not available in our country, so you need to go for an import of the raw material. Already we have completed the first part of the feasibility report, that is raw material. Demand study. Why we need to go for a demand study? Who are the end users of our products of a project? The customers. So without doing the market survey of the demand for your product, it is not feasible to start with your project, so that you will be able to find out what is the demand, which area you have a demand, who are the competitors for you before manufacturing your product. The supply, covering the assessment of existing capacity and the present level of the production, capacity utilization, extent of import and the projected supply. So that all will be going through the supply analysis. The distribution covering the channels of distribution, mode of transport, mode of packing, and the cost of distribution and the government policies, rules and regulations. So all you need to analyze with respect to your project. And the prices. Already we have completed this. So according to the what are the documents you need to refer when you are doing the feasibility of a demand study, feasibility analysis of a demand study. So there is a plan documents issued by the Planning Commission and provides the information on the plan proposals and the growth targets that are both physical and the physical. So here you need to refer the documents which are available already in the Planning Commission. So referring that document, one has to analyze the demand of your product. So the second one is guidelines to the industries published by the Department of Industrial Development. Excuse me. Hello. Okay. So the other document what you need to refer while doing the demand analysis for the feasibility studies, guidelines to the industries published by the Department of Industrial Development. So there is a guidelines to go through the demand analysis which is available in the Department of Industrial Development, so Ministry of Industries. So you need to go through the guidelines over there. It provides the information about the license and installed capacity and the present production, imports and the exports of that particular product. If at all the product is already existing in the market, so you will be who are the manufacturers of this product, what are the guidelines, what is the capacity they are manufacturing, what is the procedure for license and all one has to go through. ಹೌದಾ, ನನಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ? ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ನಂಬರ್ ಐತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ? ಅವ್ರ ನಂಬರ್ ಐತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ? ನಂಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. The data on industrial production and the prices and the exports of that particular product. The third document which you need to refer is economic survey, which is available in the Ministry of Finance. So this gives the information about the data on industrial production and what is the prices and the export details and all you will be able to find out. So referring this economic survey, so this economic survey helps us in analyzing the demand analysis of our feasibility. So the next document which we need to refer is the annual survey of industries. So the one more document which you need to go through and refer and analyze with respect to your project, which is that annual survey of industries, which is published by the Central Statistical Organizations. So it provides the data on the production, the number of units installed and the capacity. So all this information will be available in annual survey report, which is available in the Central Statistical Organization. So there, the manual will be available. You can refer the manual and find out the history of the products or the number of competitors, the manufacturers who are already manufacturing such type of products. So referring to that history of a production, what are the number of units installed and what is their capacity with respect to that. So you need to analyze your demand study for your project. So the next document you need to analyze is import and exports statistics. So that is available in the Ministry of Commerce. So with respect to that also you need to, the data is already available in this manual regarding the imports and the exports. One has to go through and analyze for the project. Then the next document you need to go through is monthly bulletin of the Reserve Bank of India, which provides the information on the production as well as the cost and the indirect cost of the various industrial items. So all these data are available in the different manuals at the different sections in the government itself. So one has to go through and analyze your demand study. Then you should make a detailed report before getting the green signal for your project. You need to submit the report consisting of your objective of the project and the feasibility study. So in that case, it helps us to prepare the report of our project. Then survey reports of the various institutions, publications of Industrial Development Bank of India, National Council of Applied Economic Research, Times of India, Economic Division. So the survey reports are available in the different heads of the government, that is Industrial Development Bank of India. Also the manuals are available. You can refer those things. National Council of Applied Economic Research and Times of India of Economic Divisions. So there you will be able to find out the survey reports which other manufacturers have submitted. You can refer for your feasibility study of the demand. Is it clear? What is demand study? What you need to go through in the analysis or the feasibility study of the demand study. So here, what is the present demand or the present consumption? What was the history of consumption? And what is expected in the near future? Maybe for the next 5 years, next 10 years, how the variation is going to take place, how the demand varies, or you can study the variation of the demand with a history which is available in all the sections, and the distribution channel which they were referring, all this demand, supply, as well as the distribution channels and the prices. To study all these things, one has to go through the documents which are readily available with in a government offices in the different sections of the government. Either it may be in a planning section or through the bank. So one has to go through all these, the guidelines for getting the license, the cost estimation, and the statistics which are available, import and export statistics. With respect to all these things, one has to refer and prepare your own demand feasibility report. Is it clear for everyone what you need to cover in this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Any queries in the demand study? Anything you want to give? Any examples? Anyone? Amit K. Amit K, are you listening to me? Are you here? Mayur, please unmute. Please unmute and try to ask some questions.
No, ma'am, everything is clear, ma'am.
Everything is clear. It is very simple to understand. But when you are writing, it is very difficult to put the points into your write-up. Okay. So any queries? Prabodh Hiremat. Prabodh Hiremat, ಏನು questions ಅದಾವು? Prabodh, are
No
you
questions,
here?
ma'am.
ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಫಿಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ which are the factors you need to consider?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here. Yes, ma'am.
As I told you, the feasibility study is very important as a practical point of a project. Feasibility is concerned also as an exam point of view also, even the internals or the final exams. So you need to concentrate because the second unit, entirely half of the unit will be covered by your feasibility report itself. Till what is the profit margin we are going to get, and what are the methods of profit evaluations are available, what are the methods of cost estimation. So you need to calculate the budget required or the profit margin you are going to get it out of your project. That all are the factors you need to do the analysis, that is feasibility of those factors. Any other? Praveen Mahabalashakti. Anyone? Anyone can give the examples? Harsh Pooja, Rajesh Patil, all are good listeners. Sahil Jadhav. Yes, let us discuss for 2 minutes. Then I will go with the next one. That is technical study. Okay, no doubts. Shall I continue with the next feasibility analysis? Okay.
Ma'am, topic is very simple. So even heading itself clears what we are discussing about.
Yes.
So no
yes.
doubts.
No doubts. No. Anything if you want to add on, you can. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So the third one is third feasibility report, third feasibility analysis. What we need to go through is technical study. So what you are going to analyze in a technical study? What are the things you may consider? Just here before starting, before explaining, I want to just have a discussion. Technical study. So whatever your idea, just you can. What technical feasibility study you want to go through? Take your example of your final year project itself. Already the groups have been formed. You might be in search of the project, whether to go for industrial projects. So now in this pandemic, how to go with that industrial projects, whether to go for our own idea, which we have so many difficulties. We are going to find out the solution for that, so that your own idea will be converted into the project or the product, or you are going to analyze that. So as a technical study for your product, for your project, what you want to analyze in terms of what? So here they have given technical study need to be done in 4 sections. One is product pattern. Next is process selection, plant size, and the raw material requirements. Just we'll go through one by one. Technical study. The first one is product pattern. So here, what is the plant capacity you are going to go up? You are going to come up with the plant capacity. You need to fix the plant capacity. Suppose through the demand study, you might have got a very good demand for your product, but the entire demand you cannot be able to establish in the very first phase of the project itself. So the phase wise, you are going to meet the demand of the market. In the first phase, you might be fulfilling the 10% or 15% of the demand. In that case, what should be your plant capacity? So that you need to. So in the second phase, so you are going for an expansion. So in second phase, so all the final report should be ready with you as a product pattern is concerned. Whether referring the demand study for your product, one has to fix the phase wise the project, what is the plant capacity, and next one is the availability of the alternative technologies for the presently you are going to start with some existing technology. Over 10 years the technology may get changed, how to adopt the changes for your project, that change in technology, whether you are able to adopt to your product or no, or you will be able to incorporate the budgets of change in technology and all. Then quantities, the capacity itself, number of units, how many are going to manufacture, so that utilizing the byproducts, if at all the byproducts are you are getting, how to utilize those byproducts and all. So that will be the product pattern. In what pattern you want to go ahead with your project. That is phase wise you want to go through your establish your project. Phase wise you are improving the plant capacity. So it is impossible to meet the demand at one stage. It is impossible to meet the demand at one stage. So for that you need to invest. The capital investment will be a very huge amount. If at all, if you are investing, if you are taking a risk and starting the plant, the total plant capacity, tomorrow you may lose the demand for your product. For that, you need to study the history of the variations of demand of that particular product which you are going to come up with a project. So that is the product pattern you need to analyze. The next one is the process selection. What is process selection? Selection of the process schemes, but the detail here you can see quantities of such products have to be established. In some cases, by utilizing the byproducts, further set of products can be obtained. The unit 2 and all you will be able to. The total spectrum of products, co-products, and the byproducts, all that you need to do it in a product pattern. Process selection means the product pattern so selected and raw material availability will be govern the selection of the processing scheme, but the detailed evaluation including the economics of the operation of alternative processing schemes and all should be available. So for that you need to go through the basic design data and the process description, the specifications, the technology, what you are using for your project, the basic design data, the process description, and the specification of the technology which you are using, and the process flow diagrams, the equipment list, which all the equipments are required, what are the specifications, what should be the capacity of that equipments. So all that should be analyzed in the process selection. Process data sheets, also you need to go through that. Then process piping and the instrumentation diagrams, P&I charts, then instrument data sheets, utility summary, then indicative plot plan, utility of P&I charts, pipelining, list of process and the utility operating instructions and all. So all these you need to refer and analyze. With respect to your project, you need to select what is the basic design you are going to use, you are going to utilize with respect to your technology is concerned, the process description and the specification of each and every equipment, what should be the capacity of your equipment. The process chart should be available. You need to prepare the sheets. So all that you need to go through in the process selection. So then comes the various factors. Which are the factors you need to consider in the process selection is the type of process and the stages of the development, raw material requirements, utilities requirements, then flexibility of the product pattern. So you are able to incorporate when the demand increases, whether you are able to go for expansion or no. So that also need to be selected with respect to the size or the investment, the limitation of the foreign exchange, then the limitation of the power, the disposal of a byproducts and the effluents in case if you are going for any other things. So all this you need to consider in the technical study as your project is concerned. What is that? Product pattern. In the product pattern, you are going to analyze the capacity, plant size, the pattern in which you are going to establish your project. Are you going phase wise? Which are the byproducts available for your main project in case if it is available, that you need to analyze. In the process selection, so you need to go through your equipments, the process design data, the specification of the equipment, process which you have selected, whether you are able to incorporate the changes in your technology when you are going through your projects, when the demand increases and all. So all this you need to analyze. So the next most important feasibility study you need to go through is the location study. So the location study, you are going to analyze the availability of a land and what is the characteristics, what is the quality of the soil over there, cost of the land, then approach to the site, whether you are able to approach your site or the land of your industry very easily, or it is far away from the cities, or you are developing in a rural areas and all. In that case, transport of your products, distribution channels and all will be costing more. The sources of raw material and the transportation requirements, where the raw material is available, how much cost of distribution of the raw material and distribution of the finished product, what mode of transportation, how should be our package in case if it is a longer distribution channels and all. Then transportation and the marketing, finished products, sources and availability of the water in case if you are having a chemical project, chemical industries and all, or the textile industries and all, you should have it is nearby the source of water for the chemical industries and for the textile industries, depending on which project you are coming up with. So the availability of a power and the source of power, so that is must you need to analyze. So the ability of a skilled manpower which is available in the nearby areas, so that you will be able to get the labor at a cheaper rate, so that you will be able to reduce whether the skilled labors are available or you need to train them. So what is the amount of manpower required? What is the social amenities in that area? What are the facilities available in case if you are recruiting from other areas? The availability of a tax incentives, if any, the facilities of the drainage and the effluent disposals. So the availability of engineering and maintenance facilities. So the acceptance of the project by the local bodies. So the local bodies or the local people have to accept your project. That is one more important factor you need to analyze and before going to select your location for your project. So to develop some undeveloped areas, government is giving the tax benefits. So like presently Uttaranchal or Uttarakhand is under this benefit. Before that, Goa was under the benefit of taxation to develop that particular areas industrial wise, or to provide the employment opportunities for the local people and all. So all that government rules and regulations you need to go through for the taxation and all. Try to catch the taxation facilities which is given by the government, so that it will be under profit. So all this need to be considered right from the quality of the soil. If the quality of the soil is very low, then for your construction of the building and all will be costing little more than the harder surface of the land. So if you are having the transportation, if you are going for a rural areas and all, what is the mode of transportation of your raw material as well as your finished goods? How is the approach to the site? Is it easily approachable? Even for the transportation, even for the manpower, they can, whether you are able to get the skilled labors in that local area. What are the facilities of a drainage and the effluents, if it is a other chemical industries and all, availability of the engineering and the maintenance facilities over there. So all these factors one has to consider when you are going through the detailed feasibility study of the location. Suppose if you are taking an example of your buying a house. So what are the factors you are going to consider over there? So suppose you are going for purchasing an apartment. So normally, so you will see within the city itself. So that is approach to your flat, approach to your house, very easily. You can reach your college and you can easily reach the market. So how is the surrounding area, whether the people around you who are staying in and out, what is the facilities you are going to get, what is the water facility you are going to get over there. So all these, similarly you need to study for, even for the location study of the your project also, to start with your project also. Any doubts in this? Any things, any points you need to add? Okay. So it is totally becomes one-sided. It's very difficult to go through the points. For the if it is a cement industry and all, it is better to select the site nearby the source of raw material itself. You need a skilled laborers, then you need to go for the cities, or if you want to get the benefit of the taxation, select your location of the project in the rural area so that you will be giving the jobs for the people so that you will be able to get the tax benefits. So many things you need to consider when you are selecting the location for your project. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I think so it is time up. So the next feasibility study will be the interesting one. So that there we will be able to study we are able to study the different methods of capital cost estimation and what are the different methods of profit estimation, the profitability estimation. Those are the simple methods are there, simple processes are there, simple formulas are there to calculate what is the capital budget required and what is the profit you are going to get out of that margin. So one has to select one method, suitable method, and analyze with respect to the cost estimation and the feasibility. So we'll end up with today's class. We'll conclude the today's class. And regarding the case study, those who are not done last time, so one can select the feasibility study of any of these 3 points which I have covered today. Either with respect to the raw material, you take any industry, definitely they will do the feasibility study with respect to the raw material or the technical study or the location study. So message me, 3 groups should be ready by tomorrow. Even I'll be doing 1 or 2 case studies along with the batches who are coming up. And WhatsApp me the group and the topic name. 3 batches I need. Okay. Those are done earlier, no need. The next 3 batches. Yes or no? So others, Ritvik has done last time. Rajesh Patil, Rahul Jamkandi, Samarth, so other 3 batches, just WhatsApp me. Okay. So let me conclude my class today. I'll take the attendance. Don't leave the class. Let me take the attendance, today's attendance. Okay. Thank you.